Hey, welcome to Snackin Yakkin with Brandon Johnston, OFP Comedy, and your man, Big Ben Kennedy over here.
You heard what he said. Welcome to Snackin Yakkin. This is Brandon Johnston. The return of Brandon Johnston. He was our episode 13. If you have not seen episode 13...
Best episode ever.
Please check out episode 13. It is the one that I don't know. To this day, I do not know what happened. It was oddly episode 13, which was not the 13th episode I had recorded because I did a duplicate with Josh Mills due to some technical difficulties, but not like yours.
You're over-explaining why the 13th floor isn't called the 13th floor.
I should have not done a 13th episode because that thing was insane. The screen didn't turn on. The camera was oscillating like a sprinkler system or something, which is never done since or before. We lost one camera altogether. It was shaking like it was sitting on a boat or something. We could not figure out what was going on.
People tell me occasionally I'm a scary guy. It's just maybe you need some cameras with a little bit better intestinal fortitude.
I was going to say you're haunted as shit. That's all I can figure.
If you knew the demons that are going around in here, buddy, let me tell you. Woo.
Well, that's a good segue. Speaking of demons, one of the things that I was so happy.
My wife's not here, is she?
No, you said she wanted to stay.
Oh, right, yeah.
The thing that I wanted to have you on most for, and I think when you discussed it, I was like, I need to have you back on. I have like my top kind of like 5 or 6 that like I just flowed with and knew I wanted back on, and you're the second one. You were second on my list, and I just said, man, I need
number 2.
Well, yeah, Apples. I mean, it's my boy. You know what I'm saying? I've known Apples forever, and so yeah, I said, hey man, I need you back on. Well, you said actually that kind of works out because I'm doing an upcoming tour, and this is a really cool tour. This is not just a bunch of buddies getting together and ripping up some bars and restaurants or, all that stuff.
I mean, it kind of is.
But it's with a great purpose. So please explain. I love what you explained to me. Please feel free to tell anybody. You can say it directly, camera. You can just say it to me. Okay. Tell us about this tour, please.
Well, I'll tell everybody. So my buddy, Jay Lawrence, you can go follow him at Combat Zone 360. He called me up and he was like, hey, man, I really want to do this tour. I want to go to American Legions. I want to go to VFWs. I want to go anywhere the veterans are at, and I want to make them laugh and help them through hard times. Like, we all are going through stuff, and we all have demons in our heads. Like, but if we can just laugh, even if it's just for an hour, for 2 hours, whatever, if we can just have a good time, that little bit helps. And he's right, and that's part of the reason why I got into comedy too. And I was like, man, I can absolutely get behind that. And so we jumped in, and I'm telling you, this may be the quickest that I've seen something like this come together. As a matter of fact, I just found out as well, we're going to be doing a documentary
so cool.
while we're on the road and while we're doing these shows. So the majority of these shows are going to be at the American Legions and VFWs, but we are also going to be at a couple of comedy clubs, and then we're going to have the big finale. We're going to end at the I can't remember the name of the theater, but I know you're gonna put the flyer up with all the dates.
Absolutely. It'll be on the social media. Also, watch. I'll put it on the screen right now, so you can see all the dates. It's gonna be like a month-long thing. I think you've got like 20 some odd dates across 30 days.
Well, we've got 14. We got 14 dates.
14 across 30.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Something like I have to look at it again. My memory's not the best.
Well, yeah, but it was mostly weekends.
Yep.
And a couple of weekdays in there. Yep. But yeah, I mean that's gonna be great. And I know.
And this is all the better part. This is all raising money for veterans nonprofit. That all that money goes directly to support veterans. It's not covering overhead. It's not covering anything else. It's not going out to any other things. It goes directly to support veterans and all their struggles and that kind of thing. And
that is so great, man. Yeah. So I'm happy that the places got on board with the cause too. Like they weren't like, oh well, to rent our place or we need this minimum. It's like no, like we're all in it together.
Everybody we've reached out to has been amazing, and if the people we reached out to, if they couldn't do something, like if they didn't have a date, at their venue or whatever, hey, let me call this person. Hey, let me call over here.
That's really cool.
And the support from the community has been amazing. This is the first time we're doing it for America's 250th anniversary. And I want this to be something, he wants this to be something that we continue to do year after year, every summer, which.
Very cool. I had played the VFW, up in Somerville. Great time. I've always loved those kinds of shows, VFW shows, even the Moose and the Elks and all that stuff. Those fraternals of all different types, man. Those people came to laugh. They appreciate a good time. They if they're going to spend their money, even if it's not a charity, if they're going to spend their money just to they want to have a good time. The bar, man, they live it up, they laugh it up. It's really some of the better shows I've ever done, to be honest. I do a tour of those things as well, you know, because it's really great.
I have never had a bad time at an American Legion or VFW show.
So
And
cool.
that's a lot of what I do. I've never had a bad time.
And you've been doing them yourself around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one's going off. I think you have a date. You have mostly in the South. Yeah, you're going around in the South, but
Yep.
you've done them exclusively kind of in South Carolina. Particularly, there's one American Legion you've booked a lot of shows at.
So primarily, what I try to do is, again, I don't want to oversaturate or overstimulate, people.
Right.
That can get you in trouble. You don't want anybody finishing too soon. So I try to make sure. You okay?
He's going to do this a lot, just to let you know.
Are y'all okay? Is
No,
something wrong with your wife?
I'm looking in the camera.
Okay, well, she just took her glass, so she's crying over there. I want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, I threatened her. I gave her the look. We're going to have a talk later.
But
See who wins that argument.
so the American Legion in Goose Creek, Post 166, and the VFW off Bellwright Road. It has more numbers, which is why I can't remember all of them right now.
Right.
But it's in Somerville, Latson area. I try to do shows at both of those venues about once a quarter.
Okay.
So that gives time, so it stays fresh, and it gives me time to make sure I can set up, more people.
Right, have
and,
more different acts and stuff
and of
like
course,
that.
I try my best to have veteran or first responders,
Yeah,
comedians,
absolutely.
people who have gone from military or first responder life into comedy,
Absolutely.
or spouses as
Yes,
well.
I know you've done that.
Yes, I've had spouses come on, and they're going through their comedy journey, and I think it gives opportunities. Or more opportunities to a community that maybe doesn't get as much,
Yes.
maybe doesn't get as much opportunity, but it also helps showcase the talent within the veteran community in particular, because there's a wide array of talent in the veteran community, from creative stuff to constructive, to all kinds of different jobs. I mean, even when I was in the military, nobody in the Marine Corps that I served with got locked into, oh, well, this is my MOS, this is all I'm doing. No, because there was always somebody going, okay, hey, who's got Lance Corporal? Who's got construction experience? Yeah, we need to build something. Who's got mechanic experience?
So it's not like that Family Guy episode
Yeah.
where they just draw your profession out of a hat.
Well,
They're
I'm
like,
not,
what did you do before the apocalypse? Like, I was a doctor. Let's hope you get it.
I'm not
It's
saying
like
I'm not
town
saying
drunk.
it's not like that. I'm not saying it's not like that.
But you try
yeah.
and value the talents and the skills that people are bringing.
Right, not just what the military gave them, and
Correct.
I think the military, as far as the creative side of the house, I've seen so many veterans with so many creative ideas. I just watched a short film from a local Marine Corps veteran at an event last week. Absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
I'm really looking forward to hopefully I get to work with him on a couple things. We had some conversations, but he is a very talented, a lot of talented filmmakers, actors, comedians, all kind of people.
So your tour, I mean, you're a Marine.
Yep.
And then are there the other services, or is it Marine heavy? Is it Army heavy?
So we've got representation from everybody. So I think right now we've got 3 Marines. I think we've got 3 or 4 Army. Of course, Army is going to bring more people. They need more people. I know there's at least one Navy. I think at least 1 Air Force.
Okay.
I don't think we have anybody from the Space Force, because it's not a real
Yeah.
branch until they have lightsabers.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Just like when I don't understand that thing. I didn't even, but you know what? I've been in the VA hospital and its logo is represented on the wall down the Hall of Heroes. It has all the branches and everything.
And then it has the Starfleet flag. Yeah.
Yep. It has that Starfleet looking logo. I mean, the Coast Guard, everything. But when I walked by, I looked over, I said, oh my goodness, like this is real. Like this is really something. I thought it was
yeah.
just kind of like, hey, we'd like to, or wouldn't it be funny if, but then I was like, no, it's legit.
No, it's a real
Legit.
thing.
So you said MOS, right?
Yep.
Which stands for?
Military Occupational Specialty.
Got you. And then explain to me what OFP means.
Oh, OFP. OFP is a wonderful term that is used throughout the Marine Corps, at least. I thought it was used military-wide. I didn't find out until after I was out that it's pretty much a Marine
Okay,
Marine
got you.
thing.
Got you.
So you be going along, if somebody's not wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, the gunny and staff sergeant to come along, hey, what are you doing? You're OFP, you're just on your own effing program. And yes, I am. DD-214 says I can be, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
So right now he's on his own effing program, OFP comedy. And and nobody can tell him he can't do it now.
Not even my wife, because I got military grade here and I couldn't hear it anyway.
There you go. So now we're going to get into our snacks. So the last time we did sweet tea and we did beef jerky?
Beef jerky,
Beef jerky. So I said, you want to do another round of that? And you were like, yeah, that's fine. And then you go, actually, like you text me right back, actually, yes on sweet tea, but I want to do Vienna sausages. Or you said Viennas. How do you say it?
Well, the way I say it is Viennas.
Viennas.
Yeah, my granddaddy just called them Viennas. I call them Viennas or Viennas.
Viennas,
yeah.
Okay.
It depends on what mood I'm in, how much I've had to drink, and what part of the state I'm in and how bad my accent's coming out.
I completely understand
So
that.
it's a list of things, man.
I'm from the north. I'm from Mid-Atlantic area, and
there's no such thing as Mid-Atlantic. they made that up in 2012. That's not a real thing.
It's funny because we were calling it that in the 80s. I mean,
well, nobody in the South ever called it.
Nobody in the South maybe called it that, but I promise you,
Of course, now you got to remember they didn't update our textbooks until after I was graduated from high school.
Correct.
We were still working off 1960s curriculum. So,
yes,
yeah.
very much.
Yeah, everything stopped at JFK. So
yes, exactly.
Because all the textbooks came from Texas.
Oh no.
That's actually true.
Right. So then the book depository shut down. That was it. They were like, it's shut down due to investigation. They're like, where are we going to get our textbooks? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly. Because they should have just shut down the grassy knoll, like why the book depository?
Right.
That's a history lesson. And kind of weird considering I'm a Kennedy. So moving on. So you chose Viennas. Vienna. I don't know. It looks like it says Vienna. I did take geography in school. So I do know Vienna.
Yeah, but did you pass it?
So we have, so I said, what kind do you want? And you were like, surprise me. And then you were like, but they have a whole bunch of flavors. I said, really? You're like, yeah.
That surprised me the most. You've lived down here this long, to the wonderful woman that you were married to and did not know, one, about Viennas, and two, that they were multiple flavors.
No.
Now, when I was growing up, we only had the one. We just had the original. It wasn't called original because there was only one.
Right. And the first time I had encountered it was I worked in Orangeburg as a medic or actually as a EMT while I was in paramedic school. And I would see them on top of the fridge. A lot of times they just buy them and put them up there as like a snack to grab when you're at the station and you just want to get something real quick. So they were just stockpiling them up there, but it was only ever just original. Mm-hmm. So I'd never known any other flavor and I never tried them. But yeah, they called them all kinds of stuff. Vienna. I've heard so many pronunciations of this word. And then I go, Vienna sausages? And everybody's like, what? I'm like,
nobody ever says sausage.
Right. And I just say, I read the label.
It's not really sausage. You don't want to read the ingredients. Just eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you said, growing up, there was only the original. So I think we might have touched on this the last time. Yeah, because you said your grandpa and up there, Mountain Sweet and Asheville, North Carolina, as it were. I was a
couple hours south of there.
Okay.
I grew up in the Appalachian foothills. Yep.
Gotcha. And the Appalachian foothills. So you grew up very rich, upscale, like mansion.
Actually, I think we were pretty well off. We had a 2-diamond outhouse. Most people only had the one. So.
Did you have a Dollar General?
No.
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 Did you have a Walmart?
Walmart was 30 minutes away. In the next town over.
We never had a Walmart in Maryland. The first time I ever saw a Walmart was in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Huh.
And then when they finally got one, I was like shocked because I thought it was only a thing created for that movie.
Yeah.
That was like, I only thought Piggly Wigglies were something they talked about on Roseanne. And then I moved down here and was like, that's a real place? And she goes, yeah, it's a real place.
Oh, when I go up and visit my mom up in Maine, like I got all not excited, but I was weirded out because I thought a lot of the snacks and things that are up there that I'd seen in some of the movies and other stuff, like I didn't know it was a real thing.
Right.
You ever seen a whoopie pie?
Right. I've seen them. Like,
it's a cake.
Yeah, it's a cake.
It's a cake with the icing in the middle. That's all it is.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying is we see them on movies and TV, and then we just get used to, that scene with that is really funny. So yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
Hollywood made that up. No, here they are right here. The Bieni Weenies.
so I got these at Food Lion, not Walmart or Dollar General.
Okay.
I wouldn't know if Dollar General sold them, but
The
I know
best ones
Walmart
are always
does.
at the gas station with a little bit of dust on top. Those
Yeah.
are pretty much the ones I only ever eat.
Just grab and go.
Yeah.
The kind you can while you're fueling up your motorcycle.
It's exactly
Just
that's
bang,
exactly what I do.
Bang! Just put the can right in your mouth, and it's all like stuck there, like Groucho Marx with the
That's
freaking
it.
million cigars he was lighting up. Wasn't that it, or was it Three Stooges? It was one of
Yep.
those old black and white things.
I keep jerky in the bike, and I grab a can of Vienes, down that while I'm gassing up, throw in a little beef jerky behind it, and on
Man,
down the highway we go.
How much protein is in this thing? So we got
I don't know, probably not as much
12
as the sodium.
grams. 12 grams in a can. That's not bad, man.
I've never actually, I've never actually looked at the nutritional value on pretty much anything I've ever
Yeah,
eaten.
you're telling me to stay away from the ingredients,
So-
and to be perfectly honest with you, I wear contact lenses, and they're multifocal, and they're very bizarre. They do
Yeah.
good for the far away, and they swear I could read up close, like bifocal contact lenses.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. It don't work. So I couldn't read this if you had a military grade rifle at my head. I could not read this.
That's great for you.
Yeah.
Actually, that's better for me.
Right, you're like, don't read it, Ben. Don't read it, because this episode will end
Well, enough
quick.
talking about it. Get into it.
Let's get into it. So this is the original.
Original.
All right, so we'll sample as we go. We'll break into a new can. All right, kids. Ben's trying something new. I thought my experimentation days were over in my 20s.
And yet here you are, grabbing wieners out of a can.
All right, so cheers, friend.
Cheers.
So you just dig in. I said we need forks. You said, don't you come here with no forks. A very wet,
It's moist.
very soft hot dog. A hot dog you can mash with your tongue is so odd. It's good.
It's flavorful.
It's good.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can understand why they were doing that at the station where I was at. I mean, like,
Yeah.
as a grab and go.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
quick. It's easy.
It
I mean,
works.
yeah.
I bet you it's a salt bomb. Oh yeah. 50% of your daily value in one of these small cans.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's purse sausage.
No, it's not. All of a sudden, I'm like, honey, I can't. Like, my ring's just stuck on for life now. I'm just swelled up.
I hope you're not doing any blood work tomorrow.
No.
Oh man, like I was telling you, this was one of the staples that my granddaddy always kept around. Because like I said, we were poor, and I mean dirt floor poor. When me and my brother we got out of foster care, and my grandfather got custody, he did the best he could, and I think he did a pretty darn good job. At least what the public knows about. But no, he was a good man.
You go to school and you say a damn thing. You're just threatened every day. All the kids are like, all the other kids are like, you do good in school. I'm so proud of you, buddy. And he's like, you say shit about what goes on behind these doors.
I was actually a really good student. And part of the reason is because now originally when everything was first, when I first moved in with him and he was taking care of it, I didn't realize we were poor. We were out in the country, I didn't know anything about it. Didn't think nothing about it. It wasn't until I finally got invited to a friend's house, and they had a fridge where you could get the water in the door.
Right.
I mean, you got fridge
Right.
water, like that was a big deal.
I remember the first time I saw it,
indoor
too.
plumbing was great too, but fridge water?
Fridge water.
But we had indoor plumbing. It just, but when the power went out and other stuff, yes, we did have an outhouse that we did use.
Right, because your sump
There was
pump
the
and your
backup.
well and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, when the well went out, which that happened. At least twice I can remember. But no, like I said, I didn't actually realize we were poor. But I'm looking back at it now as an adult, and I'm like, man, that was actually some of the best times of my life, though, because you didn't have to worry. Everything nowadays, you got to worry about money and all this other stuff. And I got 3 kids, and then you got to do this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, it's crazy. But a little snack like this, it takes me back there to a simpler time and simpler place. But my town was actually the smallest town in South Carolina.
Wow.
So like my wife's from a small town she's from a small city in North Carolina. She calls it a town. It's not a town. I'm like, yeah, because they got restaurants and gas stations and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, no, baby, that's a small city. But I met some of her family. First time I met some of her family, they were like, oh, I told me I'm from a small town. They're like, oh, how many people's in your town? I was like, at the time it was 50. And they were like,
That's small.
50? They're like, oh, 50,000? I'm like, no, 50.
50.
I'm like, that's it.
Like, and they always try and discount the one who has to go out there and change the sign when one of us are born and dies. Like, it's like just because he crossed the line to change the sign, he's not out. He's not out.
There's no stoplights. There's 2 stop signs. You can stand at one and watch your future disappear at the other one.
That's awesome. I went to a small town in Pennsylvania called Nantiglow. It was outside of Ebensburg.
That sounds like a strip club, not a town.
It was an old coal mining town, and then the mines shut down. The place just kind of got frozen in time, and there was no street signs. They were wooden posts on the corner, and they were like stenciled the street names and all that the Boy Scouts or like the Eagle Scouts did as their Eagle Scout project. And I had never been in a town that small. Like, their fun thing to do on that Friday was like go down and listen to the auction for like regular items. And they were auctioning everything, like a bag of Hershey miniatures. Like, it was a real small place, but it was really funny.
Guys, the old men would sit in front of the hardware store / gas station / post office / town hall / there was only one building anyway. They would just sit out there and watch the traffic. And when I say watch the traffic, what I mean is they would wait and see if a car would come by. Which the answer was usually no. But
right. Oh, they run the stop sign.
You don't get there unless you're trying to get there.
Right. They run the stop sign. They're just like, hey. And then they stop at the other one like, good. Like, he corrected. And then they run the first one like, hey. Then they run the second one. They're like, what an asshole.
Pretty much.
Then somebody stops the first one. They're like, they stop at the second one. They're like, come back sometime. You're always welcome. You law-abiding citizen.
Not so much.
No, nobody abided by the law there.
Nobody.
No, lawless.
I wouldn't say lawless, but I will say that the police did not come out there unless they were invited, and I don't ever recall anybody inviting them. So.
Oh, that almost sounds like
now,
reservation, man.
I have heard that it's gotten worse now. So
no.
Yeah, unfortunately, like a lot of things, people move out in the country and, stuff makes its way in that you didn't really want. But
you have any family still out there?
Yeah. I still got some family out there. We don't need to talk about them at all.
Okay. I hear you, man.
My dad still lives up there. He's all right. He comes to shows sometimes and whatnot.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, there's some interesting characters up that way. But matter of fact, one of my best friends. So I joined the fire department at 15.
Okay.
Right there, my little local fire department. That's all we had. We had, like I said, we had the hardware store, we had the post office, and the fire department. That was it, within the town limits.
Now, was the fire department on the back half of the post office building? Like you said,
they were across
the
street from each other.
They were across the street.
Yeah.
I figured it couldn't have been too far.
No. but now what was I even saying now?
No, you're talking about like the small town you went to the fire department.
So some of the weird characters, or not weird, but interesting characters. My best friend on the fire department, he was obviously much older than me because I was 15 when I joined the fire department.
Yeah.
And I was over at his house, and he was telling me talking about his father-in-law. His father-in-law had all these chickens. And it's not uncommon to see people with a whole bunch of chickens out in the yard. But all he had was roosters.
So you're no breeding, more chickens.
She knows exactly where this story is about to go because she's from the South.
Okay.
Do you want to answer this question? Why did the man only have roosters?
So is cockfighting.
It was cockfighting. That's right.
What a shit.
As we sit here and eat wieners.
I told you earlier. He can turn a dirty phrase out of anything, man. He's gifted. If you see his set, I don't know that that's the one you're going to see on the road.
No,
he's going to be.
I surprised myself. I say half the time I don't even know what I'm going to say, just so we're honest.
Right. But when we're all having fun, we're playing a place like one of these microbreweries, one of these small craft breweries, and all that stuff.
I do this at the Legion of VFWs, man. They get
we
me off
cut
track.
loose. Yeah, we cut loose. It's fun. Yeah, it's great.
So, like I said, my town was so small. I said there was nothing there.
Right.
I firmly believe that Dollar General is the seed that starts small towns.
Right. You didn't have one.
Have you ever seen? They'll put Dollar Generals anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere.
Oh yeah.
I've seen them pop up in the middle of the field, nothing else around, but there's a Dollar General. Next thing you know, there's 3 churches and some guy named Travis is running for sheriff. I swear to God.
Sim City or Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You drop one and everything starts populating.
But even though once you got a Dollar General, I don't think you qualify any longer as truly a small town. You're a town. You're not a small town.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now we got to move to the next level. Walmart.
Which was 30 minutes away
Which
from
was
where
30
you
minutes away
right.
from us if you didn't do the speed limit. If you did the speed limit, it might take you 45 an hour. But
If you ignored those stop signs.
the suggestions.
Yeah, the
Yep,
suggestions.
the stop suggestions and the speed suggestions. But once you get Walmart, now you're city. You're full blown city at that point.
Yeah, because they aren't Walmarts just anywhere.
But yeah, but I mean, like where
Mount Pleasant's got 2 of them.
yeah.
The fuck is that about?
But where we were at, like I said, if we said, hey, we got to go to the store, it wasn't just, all right, I'll be back in a minute. No,
Yeah.
there was no quick trip to the store. I mean, it was an excursion. Like you're leaving notes. You're telling, hey, if I'm not back by 9 o'clock, like start calling people. Like either I'm lost in the cereal aisle or I got in a fight and I'm in jail. Which both things can happen in Walmart.
Got you.
So
When I worked 911, Charleston County, I was down on the south end, like Hollywood, Ravenel, Edisto, and it used to crack me up when they were like, "Hey, when you go into town," I was just like, "Do you guys still say that?" And they're like, "Yeah." Like they consider going to Charleston like going into town.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you got to, you're kind of a town. You got a Family Dollar and stuff like that. And they're like, no, that is going into town. Like they're, I'm going to have to go into town. It's dark. I'll go into town to come and get you tomorrow if you get admitted to the hospital. I mean, like it was really weird. I didn't really understand that.
see, then that's where growing up way out there. That's where I learned to. I don't leave my vehicles on less than a quarter tank of gas. Because if we had less than a quarter tank of gas, you could not get yourself or somebody else to the hospital. Because the hospital was an hour and a half away.
That's wild.
So,
Yeah.
like I was on the fire department and rescue squad, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you still it's an hour and a half away.
I told her that we were looking at Johnston Island, different places down here, very beautiful. You can get away from everything and you can not hear a car horn or not hear just beautiful little country cottage or something like that. And I told her, being that I've been in EMS for 16 years in this town, and I said, hey, you got to be prepared to let me go. I said, because if I clutch my chest and I go down, I don't think, 1, they're getting to me very fast, or 2, getting me over to Charleston very fast. So it's kind of like if you're going to live there as old people, you're going to die in the house, most likely.
Is that why you were asking me about insurance policies earlier?
It is. It is. Told you. You heard my act about her serial killer, true crime self.
Oh my God.
That's why this is perfect. You introduced me to another thing that I'm going to eat because I don't eat anything that I don't pull from a can. I don't trust this woman to poison my food. Yeah.
Well, interestingly, I'm glad you said that because actually I got a gift for you.
Okay.
I got a gift for you. This being our second time together here on this show, I wanted to bring you something special. So I'm not going to show the bag because it's only one we got from my wife. So I brought you yet another growing up poor treat.
Okay.
Or at least the way I grew up. Potted meat.
Potted meat.
I did spring for the name brand. So,
Armor. Yeah, the same as this.
Yeah, same brand.
Potted meat.
We never ate brand name anything, so you're welcome.
Man, big spender. Thank you.
All right, I got you a spork.
I love sporks. They have sporks at Taco Bell, and when I go there, I steal them.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the spork, man.
Traditional saltine cracker.
So you have that on the saltine?
Put that on saltine. Or if you're feeling like you need some more flavor, I brought you the fancy crackers too.
The Ritz. So I guess at some point before we wrap this, I'm going to get to try this for the first time in front of everybody.
You can try it right now if you'd like.
All right. Tell you what, while I'm getting this all prepared, while I'm getting this all set up, tell me more about your military time, man. Since like I said, we're talking about the tour and everything. Like,
so that's the thing.
So where'd you go? Where'd you go to boot camp?
So I went to Parris Island.
Parris Island.
All Marines east of the Mississippi. All Marine recruits east of the Mississippi go to Parris Island.
Okay.
And at the time, all female recruits. I didn't say look at it. I said eat it.
It looks like cat food.
Smell it.
It doesn't smell
terrible.
terrible.
It's appetizing, yeah.
But it looks like cat food, friend.
It's this squished into that. It's fine. You're fine. Yeah.
If you didn't bring a spork, though, I'd be like, F this. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so I got those from the gas station up the street. I just slipped them in my pocket.
That's so cool. So Parris Island?
So, yeah, so here's the thing. So I knew I knew I couldn't afford to go to college. Okay.
Right.
So I'd been looking at all the different branches. I'd gone around, I'd looked at the Army, I'd looked at the Navy. Now I had a really good contract. I may be one of the only Marines. I know there's others out there, but I'm one of the few that had a contract to go Navy, and then decided to go in the Marine Corps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like I said, I got really good grades in school. I had a contract to go nuclear with some of these guys, and
Totally looks like cat food, man. I'm not even lying. I gave this stuff to Max. That's our cat.
all right. You want me to pause the story, or you want me to finish the story and then you eat?
All right, let's just, okay, pause. It's not exactly the same as those.
Not
mashed
exactly,
up.
but it's good though, ain't it?
It's not bad. What is it's spiced.
Mm-hmm.
There's something more going on with it. It's like, it's like the difference between salt and like garlic. It's got like a spice to it.
You want to step up your game? You put some of that on a Ritz cracker
All
with
right.
some spray cheese.
All right, well, we can do the Ritz crackers. So continue your story while I get this one set up.
Yeah. So I knew I was going to go in the military because I couldn't afford college. Like I was already into acting and music and singing.
Yeah,
And
you still do acting.
I still do acting. I still sing. I still sing karaoke every once in a while. But I wanted to go to college for that, and I had a few scholarships, but it just wasn't going to be enough. So I was like, nope, I'm going to go in the military. So I'm shopping around to all the different branches. Everybody but the Air Force, because the Air Force recruiter, well, one, he was rarely there, and two, when he was there, his physique did not scream military.
Okay.
So we'll just leave it at that. And everybody that's watching this better knows exactly what I'm talking about.
His physique didn't scream military.
No, it screamed basketball. And not player. No, I'm talking about the actual ball.
As round as he was tall.
He really was. But anyway, so, and then, like I said, I had a contract to go in the Navy as a nuke, and then 9/11 happened. I'm like, okay, nope, know what we're doing. In between the planes hitting, I went to the payphone at our high school. So for those that don't know, a payphone is this thing that it hung on a wall and you put quarters in it, and you would actually make a phone call. There's a song about it. Travis Tritt made a song, Here's a Quarter, call somebody that gives a damn. Explain that to your younger viewers.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have some
All right,
very
so a
young
younger
viewers.
viewer, Adam Levine, Maroon 5. I'm at a payphone. That I know you were confused when that happened too. So I don't think I'm explaining anything by that, because they probably heard that song and they're like,
I don't know what you're talking about either. So
right.
Cool. Moving on.
You didn't strike me as a Maroon 5 fan. I really took a chance with that.
Hey, all you can do is put it out there, man.
Believe it or not, I'm going back for this, dude. This ain't
told
bad.
you.
It's not bad.
I told you. I should have brought the offering.
I think I would have lied and said, this garbage. Couldn't have done better. Maybe some armor. Armor, hot dogs. The dogs kids love to eat, or something. It was a slogan or a song. I can't remember what it was, though.
A jingle?
A jingle like My Baloney has a first name, but Armor hot dogs had their own jingle.
Yeah, they did.
Armor hot dogs. I don't remember it at all. But anyway.
Dogs kids love to bite.
The dogs kids love to bite? That's funny. You see him out in the yard chasing a pit bull.
I have 3 feral children. So that has definitely happened. And I love them. But yeah, so like I said, not only happened, I joined the Marine Corps and went to Parris Island. And actually, so the other day I was having a conversation with somebody about this, a younger person in the comedy scene. And or not, I'm sorry, they're not a comedian. They were in the entertainment scene. I was doing a mixer industry thing, but they were talking about different military movies and other things. And this cat looks at me and goes, "And what was that movie about Marine boot camp with that guy that was in all those other movies? You know, Ermy, was that his name?" I'm like, Full Metal Jacket. I mean, how do you not know Full Metal Jacket? If
Right.
you are a parent and your child does not know, at least in the general concept, obviously we're going to scale this by age here. If they don't know Full Metal Jacket, you have failed as a parent.
Correct.
So,
I mean, you should have at least mentioned it offhanded when somebody goes, "Man, I love Daredevil." And it's like, well, Kingpin, right? Fisk. You know, he was Pyle in Full Metal Jacket, and they're like, "What?
Mm-hmm.
You got to at least throw that knowledge out there to them, man." And then Arlie Ermy, he just became that guy for the rest of his life. Every role he played.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That was a decent movie, though. I mean, that definitely one of those ones that sticks with you, like Jarhead.
Yep.
Like was it Stop Loss or whatever? Like there's some ones that are pretty Hacksaw Ridge. There's some ones that are pretty deep. You know.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we all know Saving Private Ryan and stuff like that. But those military movies, when they're done to a certain extent, they really stick with you.
Well, and that's like, so I was talking to a bunch of veteran buddies the other day, and we were talking about military movies, and they all get something wrong, right? And so as far as like Full Metal Jacket, like I think it was very close and very similar, and particularly for the time, it was very accurate to Marine Corps boot camp, to recruit training. Obviously, you know, Hollywood took, you know, some liberties, and veterans can point that out. But we were discussing, okay, what movies do we think are the closest to, you know, reality? Because I've noticed a trend, and I love it. I've noticed a trend in media lately where when they're making a military movie, they actually are hiring real veterans to be advisors, and they are getting these things right finally. Not everything, obviously. I mean, not everything.
Right.
But they're getting more and more things right. But we were discussing these movies, and I'm like, man, you know what? I think, you know, we talk about Full Metal Jacket. I'm like, I really think that probably the most accurate depiction of the Navy was in Flags of Our Fathers, where they dropped off the Marines to go fight and then went back to the ship to eat ice cream. So, that was pretty realistic.
Yeah. Our one, our Full Metal Jacket would be Bringing Out the Dead for paramedics. I mean, basically, it's really close. I mean, honestly, I mean, once again, you have those little things, but no, that's pretty close. And actually, this new one, Code 3 or whatever.
Is that a remake of?
It's a comedy, just a comedy.
Oh, okay.
And it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay. I have to check that out.
It was okay. I'll tell you, kind of like you're watching it and you're like, how is this comedy? Like, it's kind of triggering you. If like you're in the thing, you're like, this isn't funny. This is fucking Tuesday. Yeah. Like you get real like bent out of shape. You're like, this isn't funny. This was my last shift. How is this funny? But then you step away from it and you're like, okay, it is funny. Yeah. But at the time, you're just like, God, I want to strangle that person because John sucks. In the way, his name's not John. I'm associating again, you know? That's what you do. Oh, yeah. So then boot camp, everything there.
Yep. Yeah, so I got deployed. I got deployed not long after boot camp, which was, you know, again, that was the whole reason I joined the Marine Corps. And it's funny that my recruiter taught me into joining the reserves. Was like, hey, you'll get overseas faster. He was not wrong. He was not wrong. My official job in the Marine Corps, my MOS was 2311 ammo tech. And I think in the 6 years I was in, I think I did ammo maybe 1 month.
Really?
I got deployed as a provisional rifleman to Iraq. We did route clearance and we did patrols and some other things. And then I got deployed again. I was with ammo company, but primarily I was either doing security or going out on convoys, or because I grew up having to fix a whole bunch of stuff, you know, construction stuff with my dad, I ended up doing maintenance work. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I think my buddy was in the Navy and he wanted to do mechanic. He wanted to work on the aircraft carrier and all that stuff, and he wound up getting put as like a firefighter, I think, on the aircraft carrier, and then he wound up getting military police over at Norfolk. Like he never really kind of got to be a mechanic.
So my cousin was in the Navy. I didn't know this, and we were talking recently, and he was telling me the story. So I didn't realize. So he actually got kicked out of the Navy. So he was in under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And I'm telling you, he got screwed over. He really did. They messed him up. So when he played into it. So they came and asked him if he was selling meth, and he said yes. But I don't think they were allowed to ask him.
I was wondering where we were going with this. I was wondering. I knew it was headed somewhere. I knew it. I know Brandon. I've known Brandon for a couple of years now, and I just had a feeling.
It's actually a true story. I don't think it was meth because it was. I mean, this was back in the '80s. I think it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know what illicit substance that may or may not have been sold.
I mean, if you've seen, all the movies and everything, I think coke was the deal. So, how long after the military did you settle down and have, wife and kids and everything like that?
Oh, so that's an interesting story. So, actually, in between deployments. So I came back from my first deployment in '05, and I met my wife. Like, so she was a nurse at the hospital.
Okay.
And yeah, I still remember my pickup line. I think it was the greatest pickup line.
Oh,
ever.
hey, look, he's so proud. He's so proud.
I am. So she's at the nurse's station, right?
Yeah.
And she's sitting there, she's filling out paperwork, she's looking all cute and everything. And I'm like, oh man. And I looked over and said, oh, I see you got a ring on your finger. You're married. Happily? She said, ask me in an hour.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Ask me in an hour. Like I said, I'm telling you, I went from being a single Marine, hanging out in the gentlemen's clubs and other things. You know, as soon as I met her, she was in charge of the psych ward. It was great. I met her there, and
He's not lying.
I'm not lying. She really was. But yeah, I love telling people we met in the psych ward, and you know, I get one or two reactions. I get a laugh, or I get
Right,
cool.
Put a little distance between you and the person.
but no, it really was kind of a whirlwind romance. So within 6 months, like I said, we were married. Matter of fact, the week we got married, that Monday, we found out she was pregnant with our first child.
Wow.
Wednesday, so we were living in California. She flew back to Carolina.
Okay.
And finalized her divorce. And then that Sunday, we were married in Lake Tahoe. When we went to the Washoe County Courthouse in Nevada, and the lady looking over our paperwork looks at the final order of divorce, looks at the date, looks at her, looks back at the thing, looks at me, and again, she's 10 years older than me. You know, she doesn't really look at, but she's 10 years older. Looks at me, looks at the paper, looks at her, looks at the paper, and she just goes, honey, are you sure?
Yeah.
That was Wednesday was the divorce.
Now
Sunday, we're getting married.
she's asking, probably due to the date, like, are you rushing into this?
Yep.
But if she looks at you and goes, are you sure? You're like, bitch, what are you talking about? She said, ask me in an hour. You see what you're looking at here? You're looking at freaking,
right.
200 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, bitch.
That's right.
So you were in California,
Mm-hmm.
and then she had to come back to Carolina. Now, is it north or south?
So where we met was actually right on the line, but the court was officially in South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're right in the Rock Hill, Charlotte area.
Okay,
so we were
okay.
literally right on the line.
That's where my son went to school, Rock Hill.
Yeah,
He just got his bachelor's and everything.
Yeah, we had a house in Fort Mill, so yeah, we were right there.
Yeah. I never really had been there, but he'd been at college the past 2 years before he graduated, and we were up there all the time. It was really nice.
I say we had a house. I was homeless. She had a house that she let me live in.
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Well, I felt bad. I felt bad. I felt like a homewrecker for a little bit.
Okay.
For about a second, and then I actually heard him speak, and I found out more about that relationship. I didn't feel so bad anymore, especially when he offered to sleep on the couch and we could do whatever we wanted. He just wanted. I'm like, you know what? No. At that point, I was also worried. Like, what did I get myself into? I need to get out of here. But
so he was just kind of a.
He was the lawyer in court said he was a deadbeat holding on to a sugar mama.
That sounds about right. I was gonna say piece of shit, but deadbeat's the way I guess to say legally.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what though. I can't blame him either, because the first years that we were together and she was my sugar mama, woo boy, I was a stay-at-home daddy. I might go to work. I didn't have to work. Man, it was great. And then would you believe she turned around and went and got cancer? I swear she did it on purpose so she didn't have to go to work no more.
Seriously.
I'm telling you.
So then you had to step up, take care of her and everything like that. But you know what? That goes to show the kind of man you are, and also if she had a crystal ball, because you think he'd have done it?
Oh, no.
Correct.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So if she had any kind of crystal ball, like, hey, if my stuff falls apart, if, illness, sickness and in health, death, what is that asshole going to do?
Yeah.
She could see the forest for the trees, man. She could see the writing was on the wall, and then saw you.
Yep.
Regardless, homeless, sugar mama, all this stuff. She knew what you were made of. She knew when when it was time to step up, you would. I have no doubt.
It was funny, like
Because
so
women
I
know that
had-
stuff.
Oh yeah. Women are intuitive. Yeah.
Girls go, hey,
Yeah.
man, you're going to be a great dad. I'm like, oh, is it the bong hit I just did or the couch I'm sleeping on? And they were just like, I can just tell.
Well, and that's the funny thing. Like I said, I know a lot of guys, especially when I was younger, they didn't want to have kids. They wanted to wait and do all this, and I was never the guy. I always knew I wanted to have kids, but I also always knew I didn't want to just have kids with anybody. And
Right.
my wife was like, so like I said, again, she had no kids in her previous marriage and didn't want any. And so it's like I pick on her sometimes. I'm like, well, if you knew, I was like, why didn't you just go ahead and leave? But that's a whole nother and I'm not going to get into all that, and that's their business. But like I said, I did not feel bad after having some interactions. So I was like, okay, yeah, never mind. All right, that makes sense now. But I was like, now I understand. I thought we were just going to have fun, and then that's not what happened. So, well, actually, I take it back. We did. We had a lot of fun. Matter of fact, we've been having fun for 20 years.
20 years married, man.
We met and got married within 6 months, and been together 20 years this year.
Her mom and dad, my mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer with us. Bill, great guy. Been gone since 2017. Love him. Will always love him. They met, God, were they married 6 weeks later? 6 weeks.
No.
How did they get married 6 weeks later, but she was already 8 months pregnant?
No.
So my dad was the best man at my Uncle Charlie's wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom was the maid of honor. And then my Uncle Charlie, being the smartass that he was, took my dad's car from the wedding reception.
Because they had painted all over it and put the cans on it.
Right?
So he said, screw that, I'm not driving that. He stole dad's car.
So my dad had already offered my mom a ride home to be polite. And when he got outside, all there was Charlie's car that said just married.
It's good.
He drives my mom home to where she's living with her mother
Mm-hmm.
because she was freshly divorced from a terrible guy that was in the army.
In Germany.
Yeah. So my dad pulls up in the driveway with this car. That says
Just married.
My grandma is sitting on the porch and she goes, "You did not." She thought my mom got married. But they got married in August and then my parents got married in December.
So
Oh,
it wasn't even almost 6 weeks. Yeah, about 8 weeks later. That's crazy,
That
right?
is, yeah.
I mean, but
I mean,
it's one of those things that if you like,
I also feel like if you know, you know.
yeah,
When
you know.
when you click with somebody, you click immediately.
you really do.
So,
I
so
mean,
one of the things I knew. So when again, me and my wife, we got together. I just got back from Iraq, and my mom. I was trying to support my mom at the time.
Mhm.
I'm not going to get into all that, but I've got some special needs siblings, and I was trying to help her while I
Yeah.
was single and active duty and all that. So I sent most of my money to her, but she needed a new van, so my wife was like, well, let's just buy her a van. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like 19 years old. I had never actually bought a car and financed anything because
Right.
again, we were poor.
right.
So
you're like,
do we have
you
one?
have a bank account?
Yeah, I'm like, the way you got a car is somebody died. And they're
Correct.
like, here, you can fix this. Oh, cool. And which we did. But
Yep.
anyway, but I'm like, yeah. So I mean, we found a nice used car and whatever, and we drove from Charlotte to Maine, 24 hours
Wow.
in the car together through all these states. If you can survive 24 hours in an enclosed space with somebody and not kill them,
Yep.
you might have something there.
We had a
Just
long
saying.
distance relationship. I was living halfway up the coast. You would say the Atlantic coast, almost the midway point, maybe mid-Atlantic. And
That's what we're gonna go with.
I was living in Maryland. She was down here. We were doing the long distance thing. No lie. She came up to visit me Thanksgiving. I came down here for New Year's. She came up in February, like Valentine's Day. She got snowed in with me in the blizzard of 03 in Maryland. Had to stay a whole extra week. You snowed in with somebody that you're technically on your fourth date with, third date past the meeting. And it was like after that, she was just like, she was
She
crying.
really started to miss the long distance.
She was crying when she left, and I said, hey, how about the next time you come up, you just stay? And so she moved in on my birthday in 03, which was the greatest thing and the worst thing she said she ever did. And I said, well, why the worst thing? She said, because you're an asshole. So every time I say, what do you want for your birthday? I always go, you know what? You gave me the best birthday present I could ever ask for. And she's like, asshole. Birthday. Like anything.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good birthday present.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey. All right, man.
So
my kind of lady.
Yeah, she moved in with me, you know?
No. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So how long? So you?
Well, you know what? No, you bring up a good point though, and I want to I say this to my kids all the time. My sons are getting older; they're teenagers. My oldest is getting ready to move out, and he's got a good girlfriend. And I told him, I said, look, when you get ready to marry somebody, you need to marry somebody that doesn't care about dates. They don't care about anniversaries. They don't care about birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, none of that stuff. Holidays, none of that needs to matter, because you should cherish each other and you should celebrate each other every day. And because those special days aren't special if you ain't with the right person.
Well, that's true. The first anniversary we had, she was like, do we want to get a sitter? And I was like, no, I want little dude with us. You know, he was just a little baby. Not our first one, our second anniversary. Because our first anniversary, she was pregnant.
Our first anniversary, I was in Iraq.
Oh.
So
what did you
she caught
find
me
your
in between
way?
deployments.
It was just to wrap it up. So I said, why don't we bring him with us? Because I thought that led to this. So kind of like he was at our 10th anniversary. We went to Peninsula Grill downtown. And we bought him a little clip-on tie from JCPenney over at Citadel, which is now MUSC.
Yeah.
Like it's now a hospital. It's now like pretty much a mini hospital. It's growing. So we turned around and we said, got him a little clip-on tie. And I said, man, we had fancy, we got bow tie pasta, like he was, and he go, my God, they have real towels in the bathroom. Like he's like, this is not, like, this is a towel. I said, yeah. And you put it in that little like hamper basket right there. And he's like, this is the craziest thing, Dad. He's like, the toilet's in a room. I was like, yes. It has its own room. Not a stall. Yeah. It's a room. He's like, that's crazy. He was so blown away. But so then for you, first anniversary was in Iraq.
Yeah. So we actually celebrated ahead of time. I took her to the gun range.
There you go.
So her dad, he at one time had a more extensive collection, and he had pared it down, but he had a couple of things that I really wanted to try out.
Oh yeah.
Including a pair of 44 Magnum Dirty Harry revolvers. Again, he was one of those guys that he would see these movies and he wanted.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So he told me, he didn't tell her apparently, that it had a hair trigger.
Oh, geez.
So we're at the range and she wants to shoot it, and she gets up there on the line and I'm behind her. I'm like, okay. Before I could even say anything, like as soon as she leveled it, it went off, and I had to catch it. It was about to catch her right in the face, and I was like, "That's the last thing I need." I know she's coming to Lejeune to drop me off.
Right.
Like the last thing I need to show up and for the gunny or the warrant officer to see her with a big old busted face. Like, no, you don't beat him until after you come back. Like, no.
So when did you move to the Low Country? Like when did you?
So we moved here after I got out. As I was getting out.
Okay.
So when I got back from my second deployment in 07, 08.
That's when I moved down here. Was 08.
Yeah, 08. Yeah, 08. We were talking about, well, do we want to go back towards Charlotte? We had talked about Virginia one time or California. I mean, place was open.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, I've always wanted to go to Charleston. I'm like, okay. Forget, I don't care. Let's go to Johnston. And then we got stuck. So here we are.
Oh, yeah. So that was it. Like, so, yeah, I mean.
That was it. I don't
kids
care.
do it too. Like, once we moved down here, kids start school. Like, I've been itching to leave, but like my daughter's in school here, and I'm like, well.
But
then I started this show, and I'm like, well, now I really kind of want to meet everybody in Charleston. So.
Well, that's the thing. We bought a house. I got involved in, once I found kind of, I guess my community here, it was a little bit different.
Right.
And I've got a lot of ties to this area, and I do, don't get me wrong, I love this area. When I say I got stuck, what I mean is I am still a country boy at heart, and I prefer to be outside of town, not be in a suburb. I mean, give me a little bit of land and
right.
A house, and somewhere I can walk around naked.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean,
you
without getting the cops called on me.
Let's go one. Actually, you know what? You're gonna save the second one. I trust your fingers, man. Here, just stick one right in my mouth. I'm not a germaphobe. So we'll split this. So then you were telling me you're going on your first ever cruise, right?
Yes.
We just
so
went on
that
our
is-
first ever back in February.
Oh, okay. Where'd y'all go?
Costa Maya, Mexico.
Okay, I think we're doing kind of the same thing here because we're going to Costa Maya and
Very cool.
Roatan and a couple other places.
Yeah, we only have one. It's
So-
only a
oh.
party boat, like Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we did like a party boat.
Okay, yeah, no, we're doing.
Oh, this is messy, man.
Oh, yeah, that's the barbecue ones right there. All right.
He's a connoisseur.
Oh, yeah,
All right, here you go. Oh, you want me to- Here. All right, give me that.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! Hold on.
That is a party pie.
I got nervous. No. Well, that's not bad, man. I like that one better than the original. And I do like it better than the potted meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have to say. That barbecue one's really
They're not
good.
bad. They're not bad.
There you go, man.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so you're going on the cruise.
Yep.
You guys big travelers? You do any other traveling?
Used to. I know we both love traveling. We used to, like I said, we used to travel all the time. When we went to California, we drove to California. When we came back from California, we drove back from California. Drive up back and forth to Maine. You know, to go see my
Oh wow,
mama.
that's like road trip stuff.
Oh yeah, I love either riding a motorcycle, taking a road trip, whatever. If I'm going, so I want to go. I love traveling.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I have to fly to more things now than what I
Right.
You know. Than,
You a
than-
nervous
yeah.
flyer?
No, I'm not. That's the funny thing. I'm not a nervous flyer. I don't have any problem with the flight itself, especially now that Spirit, I guess, is going away.
Right. The one that scared me the most.
Well, no, you know what? It was, and I never had any issues or concerns about safety or anything like that. My problem was is here I am packed into this seat that is not made for a full size human being.
Right.
You know, they charged you for everything. I didn't know. I'd never done that before. Like I said, I flew one time when I was a kid. We flew down to Florida. My grandfather took us down there to see his sister.
Okay.
And a flight from Charlotte to Fort Lauderdale was only a couple hours. You got a meal, you got a snack.
Right,
There's all
right.
stuff. And now
Don't
you
you
get on
remember
a
that?
plane.
Like
Yeah.
premium. Like being
Yeah.
on a flight, they treated you like,
It was
hey
an
man.
experience.
Yeah, they're like, hey, welcome to the skies. You know, like let's treat you right. Like why not do that? Why not do like an all inclusive? Why not make it like a thing again? You know, back in the day, you
Yeah.
used to dress up to go on planes.
Oh yeah.
Like you treated it like it was like you didn't go in there in sweatpants and socks with a blanket on. No, you went there like kind of dressed up because it was like I'm flying.
So we flew standby from California to Great Lakes. When my brother he graduated Navy boot camp.
Okay.
I had a friend that was like, yeah, hey, whatever. So, but they told us like, hey, you need to dress up basically,
Mhm.
look nice. I'm like, okay, cool. So we both dressed. I mean, not over the top tuxedo kind of deal, but we dressed, sport jacket, no tie, but collared shirt, looking business.
Yeah.
And we were standing around, we're waiting to find out whether we're actually going to get on a flight or not. We're talking, and this other guy overhears us, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get on that flight or not, man. Like, they got a dress code." I said, "Yeah, that's why we dressed up." He's like, "Nah, man, you don't understand. Y'all look like drug dealers." I said, "What?"
Like they have a dress down code. Like, what are you guys doing?
Right? I guess the nice clothes with this accent just didn't really fit, I reckon.
That's true. You're
Not
kinda-
in California. No.
No,
That
yeah.
was the other thing I did. As much as I love the landscape of California, and there's a lot of really great people in California. But one of the things I always found funny was anytime somebody would try and guess where we were from, it's like a lot of the people there didn't realize that America went further than Texas.
Right,
Everybody's
right.
like, "Oh, you're from Texas." I'm like, "No, we're not." I'm like, "We're further east." And they're like, "Arkansas?" And I'm like, "No, keep going,
Keep going.
keep going." But yeah,
They only recognize New
was
York.
fun, yeah.
That's it. On the East Coast, it's
Yeah.
just New York. It's
Yeah.
New York or it's like
or Florida.
Florida. That's
Yeah.
it. Those are the
Yeah.
two places they recognize.
Yeah.
Everything else in the middle could be just about anything. They don't care.
Yep.
So we're at the hour, man. I've had a blast with you. I want to try these other flavors before we go. Like I said, take this one with you. That's the barbecue for you.
All right.
Chicken, bet you this is pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
You tell me. I told you, if I get them, I only get the original.
Okay, so chickeny chicks. Chickeny chick chick.
They made the flavors for people that, grew up middle class.
I like that one too, man.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as strong, but it kind of tastes like a bit like the powder packet in a ramen. Like not as strong. That thing's crazy. That thing that dyes like your countertop yellow if you get it on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The top ramen packet. Yeah, it has a little bit. It's reminiscent of that.
All right, I'm still an original guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then the hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy.
So.
Okay.
As we go into this last one, I think I want to end it on like okay, so you have an idea for this tour.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, please, they can find it. It's Combat 360.
Combat Zone 360.
Combat Zone 360.
Comedian Jay Lawrence out of New York City.
Okay.
So he's an Army veteran. He's the one that's kind of spearheading this thing, and it's his nonprofit that we're going to be supporting. And like I said, I've seen some of the work that they've done, and that's really why I was excited to get behind this.
That's very cool. So definitely all that stuff's on the screen. It'll be linked up on the social media and everything when this episode comes out. But I know, as you're ready to kick this thing into another gear, you got this attention coming from this tour, and you got some things you want to do. And like you said, you would have loved to have blown town just like I would, but you found your people and you're starting to do stuff. So what do you want out of comedy past this tour? Like for OFP in particular, what would you like to do?
I want to take this comedy and the stage, and I want to move it into the film and television realm. I want to get it out there to a bigger audience. Don't get me wrong, and I've said this before. Don't get me wrong. I love doing the live shows, and I do like to travel. But I'm also a father. I'm also a husband.
Yeah.
And I know that's one of the things. That's one of the things that, for me personally, I kind of backed off on some opportunities that I had because I'm like, that would be great, but I was just not prepared. I spent enough time away from my kids when I was in the military, enough time away from them, and of course with my wife when her health had declined. So I was like, nope, she's doing good now. She's good. But but yeah, I was like, no, I want to be able to enjoy that time. Like I said, they're teenagers. They're at a great age where I can connect with them.
Yes.
And I mean, but like I said, I want to push into film and television, whether that happens on an independent scale or with a studio or whatever. That's beside the point. I tell people every day, I constantly hear people, whether it be actors or comedians or whoever, well, there's not enough opportunities, where there's not this. Make your opportunity. Make your own opportunity. That's the only way. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere.
You're looking at a show right here that was, when I was younger, the big ticket was to go on WJZ Coffee With, which was like a morning segment on the morning news, or you go on 98 Rock. We had a 98 Rock and have had it for many years prior to the 98 Rock here.
Right.
And everybody wanted to go on Kirk, Mark, and Lopez. Everybody, and so when I was, like when I started doing this, I started thinking about it, and it was like, for a lot of comedians like you, for a lot of comedians like the ones who are just kind of like starting out or aren't pushing as hard, I was like, man, I kind of have both of those things. You kind of have the TV show and you have the radio show. You have the thing to go on. And as I started inviting people, they were like, yeah, I would love the exposure. I would love the social media. And I was just like, oh, I kind of created that for other people because we really don't have that here. We don't have, I mean, all radio shows are syndicated, and all the news shows, they're not really focused on us, so I was like, I got an opportunity here.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. In this day and age that we live in, I feel like it is so much easier with social media and the internet and all these platforms. People can create their own content, create their own shows, and we've seen the success stories. This guy, Iron Lung, #1 grossing movie in America, and he did it all on his own, all based from YouTube. I think that's great. I got you got some people that talk about, oh, well, we want to roll back to this time or that time,
right?
And I don't see it like that. I feel like I want to keep pushing forward. I will say though, if I was going to have a repeat of something in history, I would very much like for India and Pakistan to go back to war for a little while, so I can stop getting these scam phone calls and emails.
Right.
Like I don't really care if I don't want
let's
anybody
get
to
them
hurt.
busy. Tie them up for a little bit. Like
that
get them busy on something.
That whole week that they were at war, Not a single phone call, not a single email
You know
from a
what? You are
scammer.
not wrong.
But I also couldn't get a hold of customer service, so you gotta take the good with the bad.
Good with the bad.
Yeah,
But you are not wrong. That was very quiet. That's wild, man.
think about it. The more you know.
All right, man. Well, I think we'll cheers these hot and spicy weenies, and we'll end on that. How's
Would
that sound?
Would your wife like a spicy wiener? I know she's probably never had one. So. You don't? Oh, okay. She's good with the original, I guess.
My friend, seriously, thanks for stopping by and
Yeah,
bringing your own effing program to my fucking program. See, I don't say it and then I say it to my effing program.
There you go.
And you're the best, man. I really love you, dude.
I
And
appreciate you,
I
buddy.
wish you all the success and everything. And you'll be back again and again, man. I mean, you're
yeah.
you're in the
You can't get rid of me
you're
now.
in the universe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like the
Hey.
fungus among us.
That's right. And good luck to you on all the everything that you do. And I'm here for it. And any way that I can help, you just let me know.
Just put it in your mouth.
This
That is
was
straight Tabasco.
It is. It is very straight Tabasco. Woo!
That is an MRE wiener right there. Good Lord.
It's red like you would think it's Texas Pete, but no, it is
That
just
is-
straight up Tabasco.
Okay. Yep, like I said, original.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, middle camera. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Brandon Johnston,
And this was Big Ben Kennedy.
my man. OFP Comedy. You can find that on all the social media. And man, I had a great time. I had a really great time, and
And I have heartburn.
I know I don't know how this is going to treat me tonight. That's what I was worried about.
You
It
were
was thinking-
changing colors now, too.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I hope this treats me well tonight. I want to get some sleep. I got to work in the morning. But anyway, thank you for snacking and yakking with us. And I'll see you next week. Pay attention to this, man. There's a lot coming up. So bye, everybody.
Don't forget to subscribe, comment, follow, and share. And we'll see you back here next week for some more Snackin' and Yakkin'.